So this is a video to all of my peeps, really. All of you that watch these videos. If you are watching this video, then you are somebody who's most definitely on their path to power, their path to purpose, enlightenment, to connect with your divine essence, whatever you want to call it. I mean, that's what we're working towards, right? To be in a physical human body, to be in our highest joy state where everything just flows and ticks over, not focused on the destination and just enjoying the present moment vibe, minus anxiety and fear. That a little bit too much to ask for? But that's effectively, I think I just summed it up quite nicely there. That's effectively what we're all working towards, right? Now, this video is all about how you can't learn your power. Now, I have spent many, many years in study. In fact, all of these books behind me, I mean, if you could see the whole deal, I'm not even going to show you because there's tons. And then I have my house in Zimbabwe, which is double the amount of all of this. And I looked around it the other day and I was like, wow, okay. Courses, workshops, certifications, thousands upon thousands of US dollars invested in trying to know how to live in light, you know what I mean? All of that stuff, and it's quite interesting as I started to connect with my journey, my process, which has been many, many years now on this path, of where I started from, like what place I was approaching my path from and where I am now. And this is key. This is key. So prior, like in my years that have come to pass, I was doing workshop after workshop. I was studying because I always had this saying of just like, if you are learning, then your wheels are turning. And that is definitely true because there's so much interesting information out there. But information taps into the mind, body, emotion. Knowledge taps into the mind, body and emotions. We want to know more. But you see, wisdom comes from here, and then wisdom cross references with experience feeds into wisdom. So you see the difference: knowledge, wisdom, the two together in a balance, peachy. Then now we got a sweet spot going on. But what's actually happening, or what's happened for many of us, which served us to this point, but we're in a different vibration. The world has now gone up another level. It has, because we have. But if you are still in your mind, body, and emotions, and you're still living here, not connected fully with your awareness, but if you're here, basically everything is kind of like box like. I've said it before, it's a limited way of being, and we're talking about knowledge. This is it. So when you are now on your spiritual path and you're now engaging in workshops and teachers and gurus and, maybe even plant medicine ceremonies, and you go every month and all the rest of it, that constitutes for tools, okay, which are all well and good, and they are there for us to remember, right? Which works if you're in the correct vicinity, meaning if you are in your awareness and you've got the memo that it's all out here, and then you connect with a plant medicine ceremony, or you go and study a workshop, or you work with a teacher or whatever. Now these are tools for remembering. They're going to just trigger that response, and then you're going to unlock, yeah? But if you are coming from a place of less than, self-doubt, anxiety, fear, what you're doing is you're only working from here. So each workshop that you connect with, each teacher you connect with, you're ultimately handing your power over, because all you're doing is building up on the levels of just knowledge. When if you're working from here, wisdom, expansion. So that's the difference. So this is why I'm saying to you, you can't learn your power. And I even fell prey to this, that as soon as I do one workshop, I'd sit there and go, right, on to the next then. And I am so qualified in so many, many things. And here's the irony. I don't really use one of them now, because I connect into my consciousness and I just bring through what I bring through. But I love to read a good book and I love to attend a good workshop, because I feel that it just helps me deepen my understanding of myself and it helps me remember. But prior to that, I would actually constantly hand my power over, thinking that this next workshop, this next ceremony or whatever it might be, is basically going to save me, is basically going to give me the answers, because I wasn't connected in here. I was just going on here. So what that does is it just keeps you looping. But here's the thing, the mind's very clever, because it tricks you into thinking that you are on your path and you're doing the work, and you're like, why can't I ever get there? Why do I feel like I'm just not getting there? Because like I say, you're stuck in this box, And that's the same with plant medicine ceremonies and things like that. You know, a very powerful tool for your journey, very powerful. You know, but if you are in the ceremony every month, and you are basically, you know, turning up and turning up and turning up, like, then obviously you don't have time for integration, and, you know, and you're just going at it from your mind, body, and emotions, which means after that ceremony, you're actually coming back to do another ceremony because you haven't moved, you don't feel that clicking in. And that's why. So now let's drop into here, into your heart energy, okay, into your awareness, because this is what it is. It's your awareness, consciousness, frequency, connectivity, all to all that there is. So here, if you drop into here, and then you access your path from here in this state, then all of a sudden these workshops and these tools will become less frequently used, because you ultimately are the power. You ultimately are the consciousness, and you ultimately hold all the locks and the keys, because you're a portal. You're a multi-dimensional being. When I look at a person, I see an ankh. I see everything like in symbols, and that's what we are. The ankh. I haven't got my ankh on. I was about to. The ankh, round. That's the multi-dimensional, arms outstretched, anchored into the ground. You know, that's who you are. You are the power. But you see, when we learn our power, we put all of that aside and we go, well, we don't know enough, so we need to keep re-engaging with this teacher. And in the moment, you actually feel like, yeah, man, this is really clicking in and all that kind of thing. And then Monday morning, you come to school run, or, you know, you just basically, you know, click into your life. And then it's like, you don't feel any further forward until you go, I need to feel that feeling again. Let me sign up for a workshop. So you can understand how the cycle ensues, you know? So you should only be sort of like, you know, the more you do, the more, look, let me share with you here. The more I connected into my awareness, the more I kind of like stepped away from teachers and gurus, is when I actually understood more and more about myself, that I ultimately am the power. And I can't learn that. I've already had it. I've had it for a long time. But you have to hand this over to be able to step into here. And then when I did that, I went to less tarot readers. I went and experienced less sessions that was channels, somebody channeling for me. I do it myself now. So that's an important thing to understand. So yeah, you can't learn your power. Now, just with that, I mean, like, that is my body of work. That is what I'm here, because I've walked that path, and I have been not even consciously realizing it, that I've been disempowered for a long time, you know, going to that next ceremony to just go, okay, well, something enlightening's got to come through. I can go and walk in my garden to go and, I don't know, basically just walk in my garden or making a cup of tea, and I have powerful aha moments, and things happen to me in that moment because I'm actually in that conscious stream of magic all the time, because I'm here in my awareness, not here. So yeah, so it's and if you are still here, that's okay, because now it's safe. Now it's safe because we're about to jump some timelines and step into the new earth. Now it's safe to come out into the new world, right? Because you don't have to hide in here anymore. Do you know what I mean? So with the Tablets of Light tour, that is exactly what this tour, I mean, as you know, my journey, and if you haven't, short rendition of it, I have gone to Egypt several times, all the bits in between, all of my hardships, all of my pains, all of my meltdowns, panic attacks, which I've had lots of, you know, they're all of that pain and suffering, and me unlocking the mind and unpacking it is what I bring to this table today to share with you, because this is my purpose. This is what I meant to do. So you don't have to, because that, and we all have a purpose like that, right? So I'm here to kind of like show you that you don't have to learn your power. So make the shift into here, which obviously my work assists you with that. And then when you go to Egypt, you know, you basically click right into that frequency, right into those codes that you've left for yourself. No, like, you know, no accessing it in a limited, you know, viewpoint, or a view, you know, accessing it in a limited way. So you go on the tour, come back to your life and go, well, that was nice. I got some really nice selfies. That's not what the Tablets of Light tour is going to do for you. If you come with your awareness and you step into that tour, or any kind of any kind of like tool, because that's what the tour is all about. It's another very big tool to help you remember. That's what these things are all about. I go back to that thing. If you come in your awareness, then that Egypt tour is going to blow your doors off and you're going to get exactly what you came for, you know? But if you're coming from your mind, body, and emotions, you're going to loop and you're going to find yourself having to go back there again and again and again. No movement. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, because I think that's a very, very powerful shift that we're all going through. And I'm also being guilty of that, where I've actually been channeling, because when I channel through the Egyptian god and goddesses and you know, I kind of like go that route when I'm holding ceremony and stuff, you know, it's like there's still, I can channel, but there's still an element of going separate of myself to call in the god. Now I'm in my awareness, they're blends of me. I am them and they are me. And that's it, and that's all. I don't have to go anywhere. I can just make that cup of tea, boil the kettle, and have a whoa moment. Do you know what I mean? So I only wish that for you. So if this resonates, go to the link and click on the tour details. Book your free call. Let's discuss your passage to Egypt, and let's see if we can walk you through that portal so you can indeed live your life in your awareness. That's it, and that's all. Thanks for listening. Whew. Peace.